Hey man, what it is? This is Deem, and I am your host, and this is by any means. There go the Cash App, $ Deem by any means. You know it worked. You hear me? There go the PayPal at Deem by any means. I mean that worked just as well. Um, y'all already know what I'm about to say. I don't care if you leave $1, $10, $1,000. Say it with me. It is much, much, much appreciated. You right there. Please don't be an eavesdropper. Hit the like button. Subscribe. You ain't got to subscribe, but at least hit the like button. And come holler at your boy. Shakur Stevenson proves me right. I told y'all about Bob Arum. Shakur proved me right again. I told y'all about Bob Arum. Every single point that I made about Bob Arum and Shakur Stevenson that I was a fanboy about, that I was told that I'm hating on Shakur Stevenson, that I was told that I was a Gervonta Davis excuse maker about why him and Shakur Stevenson has been very, very difficult to put on. Well, guess what, y'all? There's one problem with calling me a fanboy, a Shakur hater, a Gervonta Davis excuse maker. Is one problem with that. Shakur Stevenson agreed with everything I've been telling y'all. Yeah, 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 yeah. My Charleston White voice. Yeah, 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 yeah. Shakur Stevenson has agreed with everything that I've been saying. So much so that Shakur Stevenson believes that Top Rank paid people to walk out of his fight. Let's talk about it, y'all. Yeah, y'all, because I had YouTube channels and Twitter people and a bunch of guys, Dean. You making excuses. This what tank fans say when they don't want to make the fight. Blase, blase, blah. When all I was doing is trying to help my guy Shakur Stevenson become the biggest star that he could possibly be. I just don't think he should have been fighting on for free and fighting on Thursday nights. That's just my opinion. But y'all say that y'all such big Shakur fans and supporters, but you was perfectly fine with that. That's one thing. I told y'all about Bob Arum and why I don't like black fighters being with Bob Arum unless he has a great relationship with them where he's like truly invested in them particularly. It hasn't worked for Bud Crawford. It hasn't worked for Floyd Mayweather Jr. I don't know why Shakur Stevenson was thinking it was going to work for him. But he clearly has woken up and has seen the light. It didn't even work for Devin Haney. But that's another thing we going to talk about. At the end of the day, I was attacked. I had people coming at me, and every single point that I made, Shakur Stevenson complained about. Shakur Stevenson agrees that he wasn't promoted right. Shakur Stevenson agrees. They asked Shakur personally, what do you think is the biggest reason you ain't been able to fight a Gervonta Davis or a Lomachenko? And he said, no, yeah, because the guy was like, at some point, we got to put the pressure on the fighters, right? They got to want to fight you, right? Shakur Stevenson said, yeah, definitely. But to be honest, more of the pressure, more of the reason why I wasn't fighting these guys was my promotional company. I believe it's my promotional company because I did not re-sign. That's what Shakur Stevenson said, not me. And he's not saying he's not going to resign. He just said, well, actually, he kind of did. He said he's looking at Floyd Mayweather and Matchroom to do deals with. I don't know why he didn't go try to talk to PBC if he really wanted to fight with Gervonta Davis. But I'll wait for the news to come out before I speak on that. But at the end of the day, Shakur Stevenson agreed with me that it was his promotional company, which is Top Rank, which was the leader of Top Rank, the head of Top Rank, Bob Arum. The same Bob Arum that was saying that there's no need for us to make a fight with Gervonta Davis. We will as long as he come over here. That same Bob Arum that, YouTube channels and guys on Twitter told me I was making excuses for Gervonta Davis about that also. It's just so funny, y'all, because people be so loud and so disrespectful when they try to say that you're wrong about something that hasn't even be proven yet. Neither me or you know what's going to happen. But then when the person comes out that they was arguing for agrees with you, I bet you I won't get a DM saying, I apologize, Dean. I bet you I won't get a Twitter tweet saying, yeah, Dean, you was 100% right. You got me on that argument, bro. I ain't been called out for no smoke about it. They were so quick to call me out about smoke about this topic. I bet you they don't want to call me out for smoke now because it ain't nothing to talk about. I was right. You wouldn't even be able to say I'm wrong. But they'll try to find a way because integrity is what I come to find out in these YouTube streets. When you are a content creator that has morals, that has integrity, that stands for something, is not just going to go for anything just because that's what everybody else is doing. They tend to not like you. I had a Shakur fan tell me, see, Dean, the problem is you can't like Shakur and Tank at the same time. I told him, no, you're that thinking. What are we in high school? Is this a gang war? That's the problem with boxing right there. Just in that one tweet he sent me. I can't be a Shakur. Who are you to tell me who I could be a fan of? I was a fan of Earl Spence and Bud Crawford. I just like one more. I mean, I was a fan of Earl Spence and Bud Crawford. I just like one more than the other. I can't do that. That's not in my right. I'm not allowed to like Roy Jones more than B-Hop, even though I'm from Philly. I can't like B-Hop though, right? I like Roy Jones more than B-Hop. They was both two of my favorite fighters, but I was supposed to not like, just pick Roy Jones. I couldn't like no other middleweight. Y'all are clowns, bro. Y'all are clowns, and it goes to show you that how immature this boxing scene is. It goes to show you just how these grown men, we are talking about 30, 40-year-old men that can't even stand on integrity and have actual boxing conversations without getting personal, without taking attacks. And then y'all wonder why I be going at these content creators. Y'all wonder why I got problems with certain people. The part they'll never admit is that they came at me first disrespectfully. If y'all could see the origins of how we start bickering, y'all say Deem ain't say nothing wrong that he don't say anywhere else. You just didn't like what Deem said and you start talking crazy because they didn't know I was a content creator. They thought I was just, I guess, the guy that got it, that just comes on their channel. So I get it. I understand. But Shakur Stevenson proved me right again. I told y'all ain't proved me wrong about nothing on this YouTube yet. Shakur Stevenson admits that he wasn't promoted right. Shakur Stevenson was visibly upset with how he's been handled by Top Rank. Shakur Stevenson admitted that not Gervonta, not Lomachenko are because they're ducking him so much is the reason that the fights wasn't getting made. It was his promotional companies. To the same people that told me I'm a Tank excuse maker and act like promotional companies don't matter, even though Lomachenko admitted that promotional companies mattered right back in 2018. So, like I said, y'all could keep being mad at me. I know why I'm the black sheep in this boxing thing. Because I'm consistent. Because I don't have an ulterior motive. I tell you exactly what I think. Y'all know who my favorite fighters is. And I'm proud to say that they are. I don't like boxing just to like it. You got to like somebody. Yeah, Gervonta Davis is my favorite fighter. Jerron Ennis is one of my other favorite fighters, my second favorite fighter because he's from the city. Absolutely. And he's ultra talented. It's not just because he's from the city, because Tevin Farmer and Blair Cobb is from my city. They aren't my favorite fighters. Shout out to both of them, though. I'm proud of both of them, man. Not gonna lie, though. But they not nowhere near my favorite fighters. Danny Garcia has never been my favorite fighter. Not even close. Not saying shout out to Danny, not saying that Danny is not worthy of that, but I don't just like fighters because they come from where I come from. It's something else you got to do that makes you stand out. Gervonta Davis is my favorite fighter. I'm not from Baltimore, even though Philly and Baltimore is literally an hour and 30 minutes away from each other if you punching it on the E-way. I promise you it is. So, and we got a great relationship with people from Baltimore, Philly, and Baltimore. But at the end of the day, y'all, Shakur ain't said nothing wrong that I ain't been saying. Shakur is not wrong in how he feeling. Everybody keeps saying he's stupid for turning down that deal. Well, that would only be stupid if Eddie Hearn and them don't offer him $2 million more or one fight less with the same amount of money. Y'all don't know what other promotional companies is giving him. So it's a reason he probably turned that down. And it's not like the offer won't be there if he wanted to double back on Bob. Bob will re-sign Shakur Stevenson if it comes down to it. I can tell y'all that. I just hope, Shakur, that you don't resign, you don't go back on your word, you be a man, you stand on your square. That's what I really I expect you to do, bro, because you can't say everybody ducking you. but you're a free agent and you got the chance to put yourself in a position to make sure that you get the fights that you want. And then when you don't do it, it's like, well, how much can you complain, bro? I just know, y'all, I would never get apologies or get my credit for as loudly as I was disrespected and told I was a fanboy and told I didn't know what I was talking about and I'm just talking and all of that. For me to have such a small YouTube channel, I sure do be right a lot. I told y'all Devin was going to fight Ryan Garcia and Sandor Martin too. Matt, my fault. Devin retired before he could fight Sandor Martin. My bad. I just want what's best for Shakur Stevenson. Shakur Stevenson should be a much bigger pay-per-view star than he is. Shakur Stevenson's name should be out further. Shakur Stevenson hasn't been promoted right. And that's all I was saying. And now it's time for him to put his big boy pants on, go handle his business, and go get the fights that he claimed that he want. Go make sure he's talking to everybody and going to go see what's out there and take it from there. So, y'all already know how this go, bro. I just really found this out. Like, it's crazy. People will say that, Dean, you ain't never say that to me. They'll literally say that, y'all. To their head, in their head, they'll say that. Dean, you ain't never say that to me. You ain't never told me nothing. Okay, my guy. It's all on Twitter that people could, people, Twitter stays there unless you delete the tweet. People can see that I said this to you, but they're not gonna do that, bro. And it's okay. I get it, because when you have so much pride and so much ego and you talk so crazy, I guess you can't move where you from. But when you somebody that openly admit it and be consistent and be a man of integrity and morals, such as myself, I could be wrong and tell you I was wrong, y'all, and say it proudly and just as loudly as I was claiming I was right. Y'all already know what this is, right? Dean, by any means. And I holla at y'all.